Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Grand Arena final matchup of the first week, Season 20. We are still on our undefeated streak from last season. We're going to keep that maybe even before the last season. It's been going on a while. I have no idea how long. Now, last round, my opponent put most of his stuff on defense, same with the first round matchup guy. So he didn't have too much left over for his offense, but I've been trying to encourage my opponents to attack me so I could test out some teams. So I put weak stuff up front. I did even more so this time around. We'll do that in a moment. But like 2 hits from Newt, top territory where we're really testing out some teams a little bit more interesting. We got Mon Mothma, 2 from this Bad Batch team. I really want to see what they're using against it. The Bad Batch are good. I want to see if they're good at low stars or if they're just underestimating this team because of the low stars and bringing some poor teams up against it. We'll see that during the off week when we can check who was used against them. In this droid team, I want to see what they used against it because this team I'm considering dropping 3 Zetas on it to improve it, but that's going to kind of depend on if I think there will be a return on that investment, which I'm not certain there will be. But they got a defense for me in the first round. Now here, they dropped a battle against each of these guys, but they didn't really have enough left over, so there's not a lot we can take out of how the defense performed since he threw so much down on the defense. Same kind of deal this time with Vincedric the One. So let me show you what he's running in Arena. He's got Darth Revan and the Negotiator there. Now taking a look at the bot here, his mods are decent from a quick look. Now when we look here, his guild though is tiny, less than half of my guild overall GP. Lifetime banners is non-existent, no undersizes, barely any clears, so that's just telling me he doesn't really play this game mode. So planned accordingly around that. A bunch of gear 12 mods. Again, these are decent, they're within a range of me. Not too many more 6-dot mods, so that's telling me these higher counts with these speed mods, they're not wasted 6-dot mods. Like sometimes you'll see this number at like 200 or 300 and have less speed than me. That's just people 6-dotting bad mods. Now here with the relic levels, this is why we're getting matched up. Way too many tier 7, way too many tier 5. I've been seeing this with a number of players right now where they feel like they need to finish characters, go for that Relic 7, and it really doesn't make any sense. It hurts the roster and hurts how quickly you can develop the rest of your relics. Now, no Galactic Legends, but he has Jedi Knight Luke, has Gas. These guys are all slower than what I have, and for Luke, that's fine. And these other key characters here, decently modded, but I've got some speed advantages. And then he has both capital ships, which is good. I was saying this like last round where I was surprised that somebody in a decent guild didn't have both of these ships. And this is kind of proving that point. Even if you're in a small guild, these days you can have both of the Malevolence and Negotiator. Enough time has passed. Now, let's see what this defense is. Or show it to you guys. I've already seen it. I planned out a strategy. We'll see how it goes. I'm trying to use some minimums here. Let's do mine first. So I went really weak up front because I'm trying to encourage my opponents to attack me. I don't want this to be one of these scenarios where they see my defense and they don't even bother. Now, we've got Mon Mothma, Bad Batch, this droid team that we're testing, same front line that we've been using. Bottom territory here is different. I put all relatively weak things. They're good teams, but they're all relatively weak. So JTR, this new team, and this scoundrel team, it got a defense last time. It can be easily countered by a number of things, but it's tricky enough where players could not think it through and slip up. So our defense is basically the same, but we've reorganized it, and so I have a very strong back wall just in case. Now, his defense. Starting up top, we have a very strong Darth Revan team, Padme team that's very respectable, Grievous team. The mods weren't great on some of these teams like the Grievous, but I didn't look through every one of these. Here we have Gas, CLS, Jedi Knight Revan, and we might get ourselves into trouble here because I am so tempted to just take Jedi Knight Luke in with some junk to see if we can handle this gas. But it's still a Relic 7 gas, so that might be a mistake. But I'm trying to decide how to divide up these teams. Because we're going to do Jedi Master Luke with junk against that Darth Revan. I think I'm going to keep Shaak T with the 501st. Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't. Alright. So the strategy I have laid out is CLS here. There is some risk here though, because with a bad mark, this could go poorly. But so far, it's been pretty reliable. I think we're going to start here. I'm going to do Jedi Knight Revan up against Padme is the plan right now, but we're going to jump into this. Trigger the Savior. Mark CLS, which I think I'm okay with. It's the lowest relic here, though. It's probably time to increase the relics on CLS. Yeah, let's just let him waste the revive. Oh, can we stun? No. Can we kill him? Perfect. We're doing the buffs to get that free hit and get rid of the foresight, but then Yoda took all those bonus turns. There we go. We could have had more banners, but that's pretty good. Alright. Now, CLS, I was planning... This is where I was considering keeping gas. But I would still need the 501st if I was going to do gas. So maybe I just keep Jedi Knight Luke with gas. What I'm thinking about... No, what I gotta do is I need to see if my Night Sisters can handle Grievous. Maybe, I think next week we're gonna keep Bad Batch for offense. See how they do. We'll have everyone but Echo will be at 4 stars minimum. Hunter's at 5 stars. Last night I was able to take Bo-Katan to 7 stars, so we're going to be focusing hard on the Bad Batch until Echo happens. Hopefully we can get to 5 stars within, I don't know, however. So the mods here, let me check a couple more of these guys. If that's a speed arrow, you want your Droideka slow because it increases the whatever that thing is called. This should be like a crit avoidance, doesn't have to be. Okay, that's fine. It's got defense everywhere else, which is decent. I think this is going to be risky for my Night Sisters, which is why I'm hesitant. But when he has the right set for Grievous, but we have a speed arrow, which some people do. It's the rest of these. Protection, potency, protection. This should all be health or mostly health. Some people do crit damage on the triangle. But it should be as much health as possible with some speed. And there wasn't even a bunch of health secondaries. So the Grievous is not going to hit very hard. The other thing we can do is look at... I'll show you how it compares to mine. So we are looking at a health pool of 105. And for just a quick comparison... I'm at 141, so I got 35k more, and mine's not even mine's decent. It's acceptable. There's far better ones. So I think we're gonna do that. We'll clean it up with Shaak T if we have to. But I would like to have, if I can split Jedi Knight Luke and Gas, because I don't know what's on this back wall. So far, no one's really messed me up by putting a strong back wall, but one of these days somebody's going to put like CLS and or CLS is on the front line. Somebody will put good teams on the back wall. The issue here is my Night Sisters aren't strong enough to take on these kind of relic levels. With the right RNG, though, we can do it. Just spread some stuns around if we can. Stun? No. Stack up some more plague over on B2. Leave Daka alone. No. Alright. We're starting to get to a health pool point where it'll be less scary. But not if they hit Daka. Oh, leave her alone. I am extremely worried right now. I need to heal up. And I probably shouldn't have done this. Because that's going to... Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. Let's get my points back. Alright. That's why I checked the mods. I thought the mods were at a point where Night Sisters were viable, but risky. I'm glad it worked out. That gives me a lot of flexibility on the rest of this board. I think we'll just do our Jedi Master Luke battle right now while we're here. We've been doing this all season. We did it several times last season in 3v3. When it comes to Darth Revan, Jedi Master Luke doesn't need much help. Although I'd like Plo. I want to gear up Plo for that turn meter. There's also a lot of Relic 7s here, so maybe this doesn't go well for me. So far, we've been getting away with it. Let's increase the cooldowns on Darth Revan. That'll mess up their turns. Their turn order is wrong too, which is good. Darth Revan should be going before Bastila, not after. And... that was a big hit. That could have been worse. Fine. Ooh. No, Barris could have just saved me. Alright. The Shaak's a problem. I don't know what the next turn is. I think we're going to actually lose this one. We haven't done this against a full Relic 7 Sith Empire squad. Oh no! Whatever, we're fine. We saved gas. We have flexibility, but... next time I won't do it up against a full Relic 7s. It was in range though. Alright, we are going to keep moving along. So what was our plan? We were going to... well, now I can't use gas. I was going to use gas here, and now we're not going to. We have to do that against Darth Revan. So we are going to do Jedi Knight Luke here. We can do Old Ben. We're gonna... I don't want Grant. That's the wrong Yoda. We're gonna bring in Plo in this one, but maybe I should have kept... You know what? Let's bring in Ki-Adi-Mundi. I forget he's down there. I think he's going to add like a little bit of offense. He adds more stuff to if they're all Galactic Republic Jedi, but he still adds something. This could get sloppy. But with only one relic on those clones, I think we can get away with this, which is why we're doing it. Yes. Perfect assist. I think my risk taking is going to come to hurt me this round. Alright, we gotta take out 5s. Ooh. Are you really that tanky, 5s? Can we just counter these guys to death? I don't want gas to stand up. Oh no. Okay, good. Sure. Leave him alone. I want you hitting Luke. Alright, there's Rex. And maybe we get lucky. Let's hit Echo. Yes. Alright, oof. We got away with it. That's why we did it. Now we have to use gas on that cleanup. Not a huge deal. We'll have to use... I was hoping not to have to use Vader here, because I would have liked him to make it to the back wall. It should be Shore. Shore's just gonna die, but... whatever. It's not an ideal Luke team. There's no Chupio, so it's not going to be that good. Vader should be able to handle most of this. But it's not going to be clean. Fine. He was not one of the key players. These counters are gonna suck. Maybe I should have done Stormtrooper. Give me my stuns. I need some good... Come on! Alright, we're gonna have to do it like this. I'm not risking Han countering. Now we can take out Han. Let's see if we get lucky with Luke. Not quite. We're gonna stay focused on Luke. Yeah, this is why I didn't want to resort to this team here. But we need my other teams in other locations. It's a win, but it's not a pretty one. And actually, this might be a loss. Are you kidding me, R2? Oh my god. That is... It's fine. It's also why I was considering using gas in this battle, because that's what I was thinking was going to happen. But unfortunately, Jedi Master Luke did not come through, so that means gas has to be used elsewhere. We're using Jedi Knight Revan against Padme, and you'll see how shallow my roster is getting. Like, we're now into this range. Although... maybe we split up some of my clones. And Shaak T can have some clones. I chose the right team, right? I think Rex and 5s is all I need. Let's do it. No, I don't want you to taunt. Stick here. You're kidding me. It's gonna be one of those days. You're really gonna make me pay for undersizing this? Oh my god. I should not have taken the chance. Because now we're actually in trouble. I don't know if I can clear that. So we're gonna do... Why did I do this to myself? Okay. Did I have a team left? Okay, so I have C... Oh, yeah. We'll clean this up, see what's on the back wall. There's still a way forward. I just need to choose... Ewoks? You want to clean this up for me, Ewoks? I'm not going to use you guys elsewhere. Why am I doing this? There we go. Alright, Ewoks, troopers. Okay. None of that matters. Alright. Oh, no. I can't use Traya because I don't have Thrawn anymore. Alright. There's a way through this. We're going to find it. But first we need to get rid of Padme. We have to use Jedi Knight Revan. Because I don't see another way through Padme. We would have tried risking it had I saved Thrawn. Still gonna save Shaak Ti. Because I, for no reason now, save some clones. Yeah, let's get my free hit. Let's get my foresight. Let's keep that turn meter running on Yoda. This, though, what I'm concerned about is there's a risk of a timeout without Hermit Yoda. You really gotta steal my buffs like that? Yeah, we're gonna run out of time. That was the wrong play. Die, please. Finally. Alright, is there foresight here? No, dispel then. Yeah, steal these buffs. spread them. And now we will call there, mark Padme. We gotta get through Padme. We can clean this up with whatever after she's gone. That was a bad move. I don't have strategic advantage. We just don't have enough damage without Hermit Yoda. No! Alright, we're gonna have to bring Traya in. I'm regretting that gas decision. It's really the only thing that I think was a mistake. The other moves made sense. It means now we need Traya here. Traya can probably clean this up now. Hopefully. Back wall we'll be able to clear with whatever. That's all nonsense. It's not an ideal set of characters. I almost want to bring in Sith Trooper. You know what? I think we will. We don't really need Hux. Or the First Order. I'll just mess with the foresight. Just use the basic. I think we're gonna isolate Kenobi. They don't have courage, so we're gonna try and get like, that's a good amount of cooldown increases. Let's dispel. Get rid of all that nonsense. We'll do the advantage now. I'm just gonna hit Ahsoka. I was hoping Ahsoka would fall to 50% health. Alright, next turn we'll be able to annihilate. Oh. Perfect. We can take out Kenobi. Padme's gone. This is only because Anakin's not around. We would not have been able to do this with Anakin. Anakin would have wiped out everybody. Now with my Gear 11, Gear 12 Junk Sith. This used to be my best faction. Come on. Let's wrap this up. Although Savage would have been nice up against that Malik. Oh my god, that's right. Savage would have been very helpful there. Alright, now let's clear out that back wall and we're going to see if we find a way through this Darth Revan that I should have been able to beat with my gas team that I decided to be too arrogant about. So sometimes you just need to be humble and not think you can undersize teams. We're going to take... See, I was thinking of just doing that Mando feat, but what if I want to save at least Beskar Mando for this matchup? Like we got bounty hunters. First Order would even be a decent. We got troopers. We have a lot. I might take troopers up against it. Just clean up this back wall. I think I'm gonna keep those Mandos. Maybe we try it. There's something there. And how? I don't really like to Wampa Ewoks, but I think we're going to. Because Logray can sometimes, the days from Logray and some of this stuff becomes a problem. See, this is why I don't like to do a Wampa solo. Yeah, this is a mistake. That's why you don't Wampa Ewoks. These teams are just not good. I don't want to take anything up against them. You know what? We'll take Geos up against... What's the best of these? The Ewoks? Fine. Because I want to save everything. You know what? I have the presets for a reason. I feel like it's been a while since we've had one of these where I have to deal with a mess of my own making. It's fun to be back into a classic still plays Grand Arena video where my arrogance gets me into messes we need to find our ways out of. Are Ewoks good against Geos? That's a nice, annoying performance from you guys. Wampa would have been get better against the troopers. Alright, I don't want to use first order. Where's something I don't want to use? Or I don't care about using right now? Rogue One? I don't care about using Rogue One. Veers has no Zeta. First order is really no good. Alright, we're going to deal with Darth Revan. We'll see if we can get through that, and then we'll clean this up with whatever else. I don't want to spend time perusing the bottom of my roster for something that we can I feel comfortable using against that. Now, my first instinct here is troopers. Question is, do I want range or do I want Veers or Stark? I think we got Stagger, we got that AoE. Veers has an AoE. Range just has that mass assist, which isn't going to be, which might help up against one, but it's really the protection up. I think I'm going to bring in Stark. We'll see where that turn meter is. It's probably not in my favor. Ugh. That's all they needed to do. It's fine. Having Malik no longer a problem. Okay. This is what we do on this channel. We dig ourselves into holes that we need to magically find our way out of. Let's use Shaak T. I already knew that. Where's my I don't even know why I did this. I should have just... It's the only true error in my strategy was undersizing that gas team. Everything else was a reasonable and justifiable risk that I took. Not that gas one. Perfect. We got no assist for the rest of this, which is the only thing. Perfect. Okay. Real. We're gonna have some lower banners this matchup, but really, nothing would have gone different other than this Darth Revan battle, because I still would have used... I was still doing Jedi Knight Revan here, and that would have gone the same way against Padme. Because I didn't have Hermit Yoda. And I think I was right to handle Jedi Knight Luke and Jedi Master Luke the way that I did. Unless, I guess the only other thing I should have done is... not that Jedi Master Luke battle, and instead just do 501st up against it to begin with. That would have been the cleanest way, but Master Luke had not let us down up to that point, except for it being Relic 7s this time around, which had not been the case in previous attempts with that. Alright, here... I think we'll do the Mando squad here. No, you know what? We'll do bounty hunters. I think we can just auto the rest of this, honestly. Doesn't that show me what their gear levels are anymore? Not Beskar lead. What? No, 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 no. Alright, we are gonna do bow, Beskar, armor, Canderous, and Gar, my boy. So what I'd like to do here with these Mandos, really wish, I want Gar Saxon to be reworked as a tank who does damage, or not a tank at all. These troopers are too weak to do any testing. And this is why I'm working on getting Canderous to relics. I know I should have hit somebody with protection. I've kind of stopped caring. This guy's roster's not this shallow. Like, I'm surprised his back wall was that weak. Like, he's a 6 million GP roster. And I just realized I've left the mini split on this entire time. In previous records, I feel like the microphone really picks up that sound. I guess we'll have to check that after. What is going on here? No. It's kind of blinked out for a moment. It's also really time for Slave 1 rework. I don't even think it needs much, just like a tiny bit of synergy. I'm going to look at this guy's ships afterwards, because I'm surprised by these defenses. I feel like if there was a squad selector for ships, he would have put down a synergistic defense. This feels like I don't want to bother, because you have to keep selecting your ships every time you have to set a D. Alright, let's do that new account. The win was never in doubt, but this could have been a lot cleaner. This was me getting in my own way kind of matchup, which we have not had in a couple seasons. I've been trying to not do that as much, but it's kind of fun. Alright, let's get that new account going. And we are back with this new account. Last round, we had a good opponent, but they set down a weak defense. We got through it, and I don't remember if they even attacked. So we'll see if they even attacked. I don't think they did. So this might be a quick review. Okay, they did attack. Let me get rid of this. So here is a one shot against the Geos, and then let's see if he attacked these other territories. I think Geos were his best team. He had a decent defense too. I forgot what was there. One attempt against Padme. And then Ewoks and Night Sisters here, no attempts. And I gotta turn off this AC again. Would you guys chill? Pretty sure I was not clicking anywhere near that. So, Psy Furniture is our opponent. We're just going to jump into this. I want to get this done. We spent enough time on the main account. Defense is same as always. He has Darth Revan is what he's running in Arena. So he has a decent enough Old Republic team here. He's got HK-47 and the droids. Got a strategy plotted out for this. We don't have a lot of teams on this roster, but we have a decent amount of good teams. It's developing rapidly. It's going to be much better next round. My CLS team is finally getting up and running. That's the first team we really prioritized here. It's a real low investment team early on that pays huge dividends. So I think plan here is Django. Not Bosk lead. I'm not into Bosk lead for new accounts. Just because Django lead is good even without the Zeta. Bosk needs the Zeta. And early on, I don't think it's a Zeta worth putting on. There's too many others more important Zetas. And if you go far on you go 6 seasons back in Grand Arena, maybe more, 7 seasons back, you'll see me using Django lead bounty hunters without the Zeta and getting defense, which does not happen with Bosk. Everybody knows how to counter Bosk. If you can't counter Bosk, it's just because you don't have a counter for it or your roster's not deep enough. But Django, he'll mess up a JTR counter. Alright, we're gonna hit Bastila, see if we get a stun. We're gonna go after Yoda. Once Yoda's gone, this team is gonna fall apart. And that should be enough for Yoda. We'll have the contract here in 1 or 2 more hits. I think 1. Yeah. Some protection back on Boba Fett. Ezra's just the last of the attackers, and he's so weak. We're gonna auto from here. Nobody else can do any damage. I also would not have done this lead if Bastila had her Zeta. I would have done CLS or somebody else. But without the Zeta, Bastila just... there's no tenacity up without the Zeta, so Django was going to land the debuffs and do the damage. I remember way long back when Bastila was first a thing, before everybody had her Zeta, I would use Jin and the Rogue One up against Bastila, and it was awesome because Jin, with throwing around the exposes, would just rip through the protection up of Bastila. Maybe I'll bust that out sometime. But the problem is throwing purple ability mats at this point is... Oh, nice. We're going up against each other. We got Traya here. Not really a threatening Traya. My plan was Ewoks against HK-47, Palpatine against the Old Republic, so we'll do CLS here. I don't think his roster is going to be deep enough to handle my defense. It's a little top heavy, which a lot of these new accounts usually are. Like, my Padme is not developed. Like, my Night Sisters Ewoks are all not... They're all partially developed, but that partially developed is more of a threat than not having other teams. I was considering maybe keeping those guys for troopers, but I'd rather make my Palp team here a little bit more dangerous. Got some sirens going by. I'll close down the other BlueStacks instance. Things seems to be running a little slow now that I have 2 instances running. You know what? We're gonna hit Canderous. Still gonna have to... Nice. Give me an ability block. Come on, man. Drop that fear. Give me some stuns. Hit that stagger. Couple staggers. Let's get a Shaak over on Zelbar. Perfect. Let's check it. That's a lot of debuffs. Okay. Time to move on. I'm gonna do Ewok. No, why did I read down Ewoks? I don't have Ewoks. They're on defense. We'll do Jedi then. My Jedi are not ready for things, but we do have Jedi Knight Revan now. I said this last round. I'm really thinking we're going to do that Jolie Zeta sooner than later. I think before the Jedi Knight Revan Zetas. But we're probably still like a week's worth of purple ability mats away and credits away from that being a decision we got to make. I'm really thinking about just focusing on HK47. We don't get a stun yet? Alright, stun's a higher level ability. Let's get Foresight up. Alright. Maybe we should be just going after these other droids. Oh my god, that's a lot of recovery. Because he does have that Zeta. And I don't got my bonus turn yet, so that was actually not the move we wanted to make. We're gonna ignore HK. Jeez, that protection recovery. We're just gonna take out these other droids. We don't... Can we get a stun? No. Maybe we can auto on HK after, but right now, not even close. We're gonna taunt, try and keep... Nope. Get that Foresight, keep Ezra alive. Let's see, let's take out T3M4. These other guys could go down with AoEs. All right. We're gonna auto as soon as I spread these buffs. I don't think these guys can take out HK. I don't think we're at a point where we can do the damage we need to do. It's crazy he's recovering that much every turn. And because we don't have the Zetas, we're not doing things like decreasing the health pool on HK. Because our marked isn't doing that extra effect. God. Yeah, this is a timeout. I'm wondering if we have any team that has the damage left. I mean, CLS would do it, but we're going to use CLS against Traya. Like, Ezra is one of these bigger attackers I have left. And we're going to try, like, troopers, but my troopers aren't that good. Okay. Impressive. And annoying. Let's see where he's at with my D. One attempt each. It's probably about to stall out. See, this is what I'm talking about. We have CLS, but beyond CLS, we're donezo. I wouldn't have considered that Zeta on HK, but now I'm considering it. Can we just blow out Traya right now? Yeah. Okay. Let's go after Vader now. Can ignore that taunt. This might be enough for Vader. Perfect. We can probably just auto from here. It may have been worth considering finding another way through this team. Even splitting this team up. This camera keeps getting out of focus. Phoenix don't do enough damage. We're gonna have to try Troopers. But I think Troopers is gonna be the same deal that we just experienced. If I would kept Piet, it would be different. Piet would be able to beat it. I just don't have the damage on these abilities are all too low. I guess I could have tried troopers against Traya. That Traya was not a threat. Or is this Zeta Jedi Knight Revan related? Is that why he's not recovering as much because we don't have Jedi Knight Revan? That's right. Some of these kits that it's been a couple metas ago, I don't remember all the nuances to. All right, we're fine. That was a Jedi Knight Revan effect, I think. I think I want to know. Let's take a look at it quick. Again, alright, never mind. We're not going to look at it. Come on, BlueStacks. We closed down the other instance. Let's get this going. We got videos to work on. We got real work to do. We've got a busy day. Let's take out Ghost in case Phantom's a reinforcement. We'll get rid of Ahsoka real quick. All right, that is it. Let's wrap it up. Thank you for watching. Be safe out there, everyone. This has been Still Plays. I owe you guys a number of videos. I am going to be working on those right now. So be safe out there. Be excellent to each other. This is Still Plays.